Is your inner child preventing you from working a 4-day work week? And if so, what are you going to do about that? So as I say that, it sounds kind of funny, or it sounds like I'm making fun here. Real quick, my background, I do have a master's degree in mental health counseling psychology. I've been a coach for 20 years, and I've done a lot of work on the beliefs we have and the things that can slow us down and keep us from reaching, whether it is our goals, our potential, our dreams. And sometimes, just keeping it real simple, sometimes we seem to prefer the drama. I don't know why. I don't know if that's how we're wired. When I was a kid, I know my dad used to share with me the story about how when there'd be a fly ball coming in baseball and I had to catch the ball, that instead of having just standing there and catching the ball like this, like a lot of the pro players do when they're cool, they just go like this, they just go like this or whatever. I would do this whole thing where I'd, here it comes. I'd have this whole big thing and I'm going off this, it's so crazy, oh my God. And at the last second, I'd fall down and I'd catch the ball that was coming right to me. So there's this big show and I made something awesome and amazing that's never been done out of catching the fly ball that was coming to me, something that was easy. Or if you watch soccer, there's some players that they just have to fall down, or football if you're in the rest of the world other than the United States. If you watch some players, they have to fall down. And of course, if you watch international soccer, you have to love the theatrics. You wouldn't watch it otherwise. So when you look at this, you say, okay, all this drama, that's great, but what's the payoff? Or as a mentor of mine, Debbie Ford, used to say, where's the cookie? What are you getting out of this? Well, the inner child, I got to be honest. I got a degree in psychology. I have a wonderful wife. I have 2 children, and I have a dog. And I don't necessarily know how to significantly influence any of them on a regular, consistent enough basis to say I figured it out. So I'm going to forget the inner child. Maybe I'll see if he only wants to work or she only wants to work 4 days a week. They can take, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off or whatever it might be. All the drama, all the psychology, all the what ifs doesn't really matter. It's really something that can be so simple. At some point, you decided you were not working 7 days a week, perhaps. And maybe you're working 7 days, and maybe your next step is to get to 6 days. At some point, you decided maybe you weren't going to work on Christmas Day or Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur or some date, Thanksgiving, whatever it is. You decided you weren't going to work on that day. You made a decision. Maybe you decided you're not going to work on weekends. So whatever it is, what decision are you going to make that's going to take you in that direction? If you're currently working 6 days a week, maybe it's to work 5.5 days and to cut out work on, let's say, Saturday at midday. Whatever it is, just making a step in the right direction. It does not have to be dramatic. It's not going to be dramatic. Anything you've ever done in your life that is consistent and ongoing and maintained, isn't that dramatic? Brushing your teeth, not so dramatic. Happens every day. It's effective. You brush your teeth, you put down the toothbrush, you go about your day. There's no awards for it. There's no medal ceremony. It doesn't have to be dramatic. So working a 4-day work week doesn't have to be dramatic, but it is because so many people make a big deal out of it. And yet, most people in the world, at least statistically speaking, have some form of employment. And at some point, that seemed like this huge obstacle. Like, wow, I wonder if someone would pay me. I wonder if I could get a job. I don't know. That's a big deal. And then you get a job. Like, oh, okay, that's doable. I can do that. So I invite you to take all the drama out of it. Take your inner child out. Take your psychoanalysis, your couch, whatever it is. Take all of that out and just decide you're going to work 4 days or 5 days or 4.5 days, or that you're going to ease into it, whatever it is. Just make that decision. And if you need permission, here's permission. There you go. You got permission from me. I said you could do it. There you go. And if you need guidance, a little help, some people pray. I pray. I happen to believe there's a God. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you can pray, meditate on it, genuinely get advice that way. Read books. If you like, I've got some stuff that might help. Go to 4daygameplan.com, and we've got a tool that will help you create your game plan to start working a 4-day work week. Whether you're an employee, whether you're an entrepreneur, it's still just a journey. You start at some point. I hope this serves you. I hope you're not making this more complicated than it needs to be. And I genuinely hope you enjoy the fruits of being able to do this. And as one last piece, Some people will say, well, Wade, you know what? I've got this voice inside my head or this belief system that tells me that I should be working a certain amount, that there's value in me working a certain amount, or I shouldn't be lazy. No problem. Figure out how to work your current job in 4 days, and then take 1 day a week and go volunteer for the community. Go make the world a better place. Take that challenge. But in your job, in your work, if you're the business owner or in your job, you can probably get more results in less time. If you need the extra money, then maybe you do decide that you're going to work that 5th day or 6th day. But it's very possible that you might not need to. And so I invite you, start taking steps in that direction. If you need any help, let me know. If you've made your decision that you're going to do that, please put something in the comment section below to let me know what your decision is. If you decided to abandon your inner child or take your inner child with you on a 3-day weekend, that could be cool too. Hope this helps. As always, I look forward to helping you make more money in less time doing what you do best. Let me know whatever I can do to help you. Thank you.